slow down their ground game, but this might be one of them. And in everything that they have said and done this week, they feel confident that they're ready.
And I like how you set this whole thing up, because it comes down to this to me. These first few carries, they're going to be exciting, they're going to be physical, they're going to be battles. Each side trying to establish control in this game.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Mitchell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Here's Mitchell, throwing on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32. Back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Mitchell. Flushed out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. All in all, a pretty decent decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB. Now Hall to start the drive. And some room to work. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. In motion right here comes Johnson. They go play action here on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught by Evans. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's a Titans touchdown. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Mitchell to the sideline, and that's well done. They're going to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mitchell. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Evans comes in motion right. Let's go. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Mitchell now on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together and reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chris Olave, 50 yards. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mitchell. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Willis. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Last play of the half. Willis rolling to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. So we reach halftime here with a visit. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Willis now off of play action. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give running right is Hall. And he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. He's got it. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey, drop on switch, drop, check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm getting the sense at this rate, here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material.
Evans, the man in motion left. On 1st down, Tatum. And some room to roam now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Hey, smash Broncos! Three.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Ready, set.
First down goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Breece Hall,
His 21st touchdown of the season.
and the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Mitchell. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Jeff Okudah right there to break it up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mitchell being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Mitchell throwing on 3rd and long.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now.
First down, Titans.
Cut 19. Move alert. 18. Pioneer. Warriors 17. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
70 Rangers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a Titans touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
On the delay, it's Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Forced out to his left. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Drop 60.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
19 tight. Riggs. 60 Maverick. 60. Hurt.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He completes it to Olave. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now it looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Back to throw again, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now Mitchell on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats and maybe some back
under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
This is where you step up. Right here, baby. What's the deal, y'all?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Mitchell. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
The
Titans now just about ready to take over. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's Hall again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That's Olave bringing in another one. He'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an